Hi everybody, it's Miss Mary back again from Midpoint Libraries with another virtual story time for this awesome summer, it's like, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like an ocean of possibilities. I know, we've been talking about that a lot, haven't we? Are you ready for a story? Let's find out. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. All right, so we've been talking about a different theme each week. And remember last week, we talked about sharks, and I gave you a little teaser about what we're going to talk about this week. Well, today I have a book for you about a kind of a boat. But it's different than most boats because instead of being on top of the water, this kind of boat goes down underneath the water. Do you know what that kind is called? That's right, it's a submarine. A submarine is a kind of a boat and it goes under the water. And you know how much I like to talk about words and where they came from? Marine is another word for water, and sub means under. And so a submarine is a boat that goes under the water. Pretty cool, huh? So this one is called Super Submarines. It was written for us by Tony MITTON and Ant Parker. And this one comes to us from our friends at Kingfisher Publishing. Super Submarines. A submarine is a type of boat that dives beneath the sea. Below the waves is such a strange and wondrous place to be. To travel down, it takes in water until its tanks are full. The weight of the water gives the submarine a downward pull. When it's underwater, the propeller makes it go. The hydroplanes can tilt to steer it up or down, like so. The rudder also steers the sub as it turns from left to right. Computers help to navigate because down deep, there's not much light. The periscope can poke above the waves to peer around. But farther down, the submarine depends on sonar sound. Sonar. Oh, we're going to learn about that. The sonar sends a signal out, a special type of beep, 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 that bounces back to help them guess what's out there in the deep. A submarine needs a crew to keep it running night and day. The crew needs living quarters where they eat and rest and play. Submersibles are different subs that probe the deepest ocean. Down that far, it's still and dark. There's hardly any motion. But even there, submersibles discover deep sea creatures that glow or carry lanterns or have very funny features. Submersibles are used to rescue divers or explore. They sometimes salvage sunken wrecks upon the ocean floor. They are used to service oil rigs, lay cables, and fix pipes. Their robot subs have cameras and arms of many types. But look, our sub is rising. The work below is done. Very soon, the busy crew will see the sky and sun. Its ballast tanks have emptied. They've pushed the water out. The submarine is back in dock. Hooray, the sailors shout. And then this picture tells us about the different parts of the submarine. We learned about the propeller that spins around at the back, that pushes it, makes it go. The hydroplanes are two pieces on the back of the submarine that will move. Here, I'll show you like this. So if the back of the submarine, the propeller is there, they'll move up or down, and that helps to make the submarine move up and down. If you've ever been outside, when I was a kid, we used to stick our hands out the car window. I don't think you should do that. But when we did, we'd feel how different the wind felt if my hand went up or my hand went down. And that's the same thing that happens with the submarine. That's how they go up and down. Pretty cool, huh? Lots of good vocabulary words in that one. That's called super submarines. So I was thinking about all the different animals that are in the ocean that the people who are in a submarine might see when they go past. So I was thinking, you know that song, Old MacDonald Had a Farm? How about if we say that Old MacDonald had an ocean? How about that? And I wonder what kind of animals we would see in the ocean. I'm gonna start with, how about a shark? Because that's the favorite, right? And sharks go chomp. So will you sing with me? Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in that ocean he had a shark, E-I-E-I-O. With a chomp chomp here and a chomp chomp there. Here a chomp, there a chomp, everywhere a chomp chomp. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. Let's see, what's another animal we might see in the ocean? I know. What's one that goes pinch, 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 and it walks sideways? That's right, it's a crab. Can you make your pinchy hands like the little pinchers on a crab? Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in that ocean he had a crab, E-I-E-I-O. With a pinch, pinch here and a pinch, pinch there. Here a pinch, there a pinch, everywhere pinch, pinch. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. You think we should do one more? All right, what animal do you think that we should sing about next? Somebody said octopus. All right, let me see your octopus tentacles. You ready? Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in that ocean he had an octopus, E-I-E-I-O. With a wiggle wiggle here and a wiggle wiggle there. Here a wiggle, there a wiggle, everywhere wiggle wiggle. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. You know, you can keep singing that. You can come up with all different kinds of ocean animals and the way they might move or the sounds they might make. That's kind of fun, isn't it? All right, well, I have another story for us. Now, what we don't have in our library is a bajillion books about submarines. I mean, we just don't have a bajillion. We have quite a lot. But I got to thinking about not just submarines, but other animals that you would see down deep in the ocean. Because I know we've talked about octopus and starfish, sea stars, and sharks and jellies. But I thought maybe we today could learn about Steve, the terror of the seas. Ooh. This book was written and illustrated for us by Megan Brewis, and it comes from Kane Miller Publishing. Are you ready? Hi, I'm Steve. I am a very scary fish. Does Steve look scary to you? I didn't think so. Let's see. Small fish are scared of me. Ooh, swim for your lives, boys, wait for me. They're pretty scared of Steve. And big fish are scared of me. And the big fish are saying, yikes, uh-oh. But gosh, they're really big, and look how small Steve is. But they're afraid of Steve. Even fish who are not fish are scared of me. Do you remember what these are? Jellies, that's right. And this is a turtle. And they're all scared of Steve, the terror of the seas. Everyone under the sea is afraid. It's the terror of the seas. There's an octopus, there's a ray, there's seahorses. They're all scared of Steve. I have a brother named Steve. He's not that scary, but whatever. Oh, and as for humans, help, save me! Everybody get out of the water! People are terrified of me. I'm not sure what it is that makes me so scary. I'm not very big, only about 12 inches. 12 inches, that's what we call a foot. It's about the size of a grown-up's foot. It's really not that big as fish go, is it? My teeth aren't that bad, are they? And even though I'm no angelfish, I've seen far scarier fish in these waters. Have a look for yourself. May I introduce the poisonous pufferfish? And look at the fangs on this viperfish. Arr. And here we have an anglerfish. And look at how its mouth has those big teeth. Arr. Oh, or my own personal favorite, the toadfish. It actually croaks. And let's not forget about the blobfish. Blob. I don't think I'd want to read any of those. And you know, Steve says, finding love has been a challenge. Oh, don't go near him, girls. Oh my goodness. Now, being scary can seem like a lonely life. Oh, but you haven't met my best friend, George. We go everywhere together, and George doesn't think I'm scary at all.
Hey, Steve,
Says George.
don't scare the fishes.
And all the little fish are down here saying,
Oh, we're gonna get eaten.
so what do you think of Steve's friend, George? What kind of an animal is George? That's right, George is a shark. So here's the thing, the fish that we met as Steve, that's called a pilot fish. And a pilot fish is, like we said, about a foot long, so about, this long. So not big compared to a person and really not big compared to a shark. But the pilot fish helps the shark. And it can eat like little icky things that are on the shark. It helps to keep the shark free of harmful parasites. That's like yucky stuff that gets on the fish or on the shark. And in fact, a pilot fish will even clean the shark's teeth. Did you know that? Pretty cool. So the pilot fish helps the shark by keeping it clean, and the shark helps the pilot fish by being scary, and then other fish don't want to get near the pilot fish. Isn't that interesting? Yep. Pilot fish really are not scary, but Steve thinks that he's scary. So that is Steve, terror of the seas. Oh, that's such a fun story. I like that one a lot. So we just have about a week and a half, 2 weeks left with our summer reading program here at the library. So if you haven't been updating it lately, now's a great time to pull out your Odyssey adventure log so that you can keep track of all your activities that you complete. Here are a lot of ideas on the back. We've talked about this every week. And chances are by now you have probably completed 20 activities on here. And if you haven't yet, that's okay, keep going. If you've already done 20 activities, well, then what you can do when you come into the library is get one of our tickets, which I forgot to bring one with me today, but trust me, we've got a lot of them. You can get a raffle ticket to put into any of our grand prize drawings. So for your adventure log, you get a prize after completing 10 activities and then another prize when you get to 20. But with the tickets for the grand prize raffle drawing, for every 5 activities, you get another ticket, and you can put that in one of the 8 boxes for our grand prize drawing. Now remember, this is a tricky one for kids sometimes, Putting your name in the box doesn't mean you're gonna take that prize home. It means that when my friend Miss Allie reaches in and pulls out one ticket and that one person is gonna get to take it home, it might have your name on it. So we'll want you to keep on doing as many activities as you can, get more chances in for the grand prize. All right? And if you're wondering about what's going on at the library this week, don't forget to check out the program guide that tells you about all the things that are going on at all of our locations. All right? This takes you through the end of August, actually, so we're only about halfway through this. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Well, next week will be our last story time about summer reading themes. So I'm going to give you a hint about what animal we're going to talk about next week. It's big. Oh, you want more of a hint? It's really big. It's the biggest big that ever bigged in the ocean. The biggest animal in the ocean. Do you know what it is? You might be right. We'll find out next week. So I want to thank you for joining me for Stories and Songs today, and I'll see you next week. Are you ready to sing our goodbye song? All right. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Bye-bye, everybody.